welcome to my channel. My name's Lizzie. I have all of this up to remind you that November 11th is Veterans Day here in the United States. So, shout out to all my vets out there. I love you guys. Thank you for your service. I appreciate you. Old service, new service, doesn't matter. Thank you for defending this country and our freedoms. And this is all about you. Anyway, let's get into this reading. I'm not really sure what kind of reading it will be. It's just a random collective reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Again, this is a collective reading, not a personal reading. I do not offer personal readings at this time. However, you can always email me for advice. I will put my email in the description box below. So we have connect with your womb and abundance planning. Some of you are out here trying to plan for family, like literal baby planning here. I've been getting that across the board. It's that time of year. Holidays coming up. Let's have a baby. I feel like a lot of people are in that energy, but it doesn't have to be. This could be about birthing a project, saving up money. This uterus could be your savings account. It could be your financial freedom in the future. Overall, I'm just getting nest egg. Connect with your inner feminine. Connect with your feelings, even if you're a masculine. Start saving your money. Make a financial plan if you're trying to go on a trip, go home for the holidays, or just get something off the ground here. Your intuition is on fire lately, and something is pulling to your third eye here. I'm getting heavily drawn to this third eye. You see something or you feel something, and I think that's what you're planning for. You're planning something for your life. Something you've been called to do, inspired to do. Build strength. You could be getting in shape, working on your body. So I see you connecting. For some feminines, you could be getting connecting with your womb and just getting healthy in your feminine space, getting in shape, connecting with your feelings mentally, physically, and emotionally healthy, planning in all aspects the same way for your future. I just see you trying to balance yourself, trying to heal. Spend time with friends. So this is your advice from Spirit. Follow your intuition because it's really on point. They really are speaking to you. Yes, it's real. Just keep working at it. Try to make those doubts in your mind diminish as much as possible. You need to make a plan, a practical plan. And I feel like that's what you're being pulled to do. You need to lighten up and not be so stressed, and you need to be around, hey, get down, supportive people. She's climbing my curtain. Can you get down, Looney? Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Supportive people who understand you, who want to build you up, lift you up. You don't want to be around anyone negative at this time. Connecting with your feelings and then sharing your feelings with your community would also be beneficial. Maybe you have a lot of anger issues. Maybe like literally hitting the bag will help you relax. Make an altar is make time for yourself. Make time for self-care. Make time to pamper yourself, to appreciate yourself, and build yourself up. Writing out your feelings, maybe writing someone a letter if you need to vent would be helpful, because I do feel a lot of emotions in the mix here. You do need to nourish your body. I do feel a lot of you are overworked or just feeling very drained, which happens in depression, and we're dealing with sad things. Again, make a plan. Figure out what you really want, what's really important to you, and not only make a financial plan, but put stuff up around your house that will inspire you to keep you motivated. Control your thoughts for positive motivation thoughts, not like degrading yourself, saying you can't do it thoughts. Aromatherapy might help in stressful situations, or this could be about really needing to put up those boundaries with your Zen and tell people when you need a break, or when you just don't really feel like going out and you want to stay home, honor that. Bottom of the deck, we have Burning Bowl Ritual. You need to let go of things from the past, regrets, past relationships. You need to let go of what isn't here anymore in your physical 3D. And if you don't physically want to deal with them in the 3D anymore, now is the time to end those connections. Yeah, you need to positive affirmations are really going to help you with this negative thinking. Put like post-its up around your house, on your door, so you see it when you walk out in your car. Just say it over and over to yourself. It's really going to help you get out of this negative space. Connect with the earth. Get out. Take a walk. I think that really is going to help you calm down. Crystals will do you a lot of good if you're around a lot of negative energy, and flow like water. Go with the flow. Don't try to control things. Just live in the day. Don't get too far ahead, because I feel like that stresses you out as well. All right, we're going to go to the Ask Your Guides deck to see what's going on here. My collective, what do we need to know, Spirit? Family, Holy Spirit. So, your soul tribe up there in the spiritual... Can't get my words out today. Realm is really trying to connect with you. Might be saying birds a lot, but white birds to me, or white feathers, is always like your connection to spirit. Spirit's longing for you to reach out, to deepen the connection there. But this is also, I think maybe you're longing for your family for going home, or you're longing to make peace, make it right, or they're longing for it to be made right. Yeah, grace. Family is forever, whether you like them or not. It's a connection you're not going to get anywhere else. I know a lot of us don't have a choice sometimes, and you get those really toxic family members that aren't healthy to be around. That is 100% okay for you, like, to gracefully step out of their life. Like, just because they're family doesn't mean you have to attach yourself. If they're toxic, if they're venomous, if they're poisonous, if they bring a dark cloud to your life, by all means, it is right for you to separate. But if the dark cloud around is something that isn't necessarily anyone's fault, or it isn't, like, I think you know when the end all be all about someone, like, they're never going to change. They're always going to be a dark energy. You've tried everything, and they just bring shit to your life, family or not. Then again, I feel like that's a positive affirmation that it's time for them to go. But I'm talking about, maybe you feel like you haven't done enough, or they haven't done enough, but there's like an unrest around a family situation. But I will clarify. Holy Spirit, what is creativity, creative guides? So we got music coming through. We got rainbows, butterflies, dancing, painting. I'm getting photography. This could be associated with you or your family members. I just feel a lot of creative energy. You could be listening to music and thinking about your family. You could be seeing butterflies. That could be like a deceased loved one. Rainbows. Anytime you see rainbows attached to a deceased loved one, I've crossed over. I'm at peace. Everything's okay. Good omen as well. If it's not about a death situation, you just see a rainbow, it's a good omen about your situation. But it also talks about healing. Find a creative way to heal your family. Find a creative way to express your feelings. Like maybe writing them a letter, or painting them a picture, or making a scrapbook to remind them of all the good memories. Might be helpful here. Tell me more about this family. Physical body. It's going to take physical work. You could have somebody who's physically sick in your family. But I feel like overall, Spirit's pushing you to connect with your soul tribe, with your family, with your friends, with the connections that you're missing in your life, because you don't feel right without them. You feel unbalanced. You feel alone. Again, I don't know if this is a literal family, if this is like a spouse and your kids, if this is like a friends group, or you're just being pushed out of your friends group at work even. Like, there's an element of, I need to make this right, because you're feeling pulled to do so in your heart space, and I think they are too. It's like a elephant in the room, a tension, something that maybe has been ignored, or you just haven't found a way or put the effort in to your family. You could have been ignoring the situation. Let's talk about what this grace is. What's this grace? Leadership. Maybe you, again, with 2 white birds, 3 over here. So I feel like in the past you've been called on to take the leadership, but you're again being called, like you're the chosen one here. You are the one that can see reason and peace, and you know who Spirit's really saying to take your family or whatever the conflict is by the hand and lead them through it by your grace, by your sense, by your heart, not by anger, not by vindictiveness, not by one-upping each other, not by adding fuel to the fire. This is about putting the fire out, being that light worker that leads to peace. You're being called either by a specific family member who is deceased or just Spirit in general to make this right, to do the work, to put the work in. What else do we need to know for the collective? Let's move on from family stuff for right now. We have denial. Yeah. Some of you are in denial about maybe your responsibility and all this family stuff. Maybe your denial in that it can be repaired, maybe it can't. Or you just don't want to deal with it, or that was past energy. Tell me more about this denial. What are we in denial about? Imagination. Something in your mind, something that you've been thinking about, you don't think it's real. I don't know if it's like a love for a person, or maybe you just feel like you can't achieve something, or you're only seeing it your way. But number 22 talks about mirroring energy. I feel like some of you don't believe in a love interest. Maybe you don't feel like the love is real, the person's real, or the situation is real. Maybe you don't feel good enough. Tell me more. Pleasure in reverse came out, and restriction. I thought I saw another one pop at me. So I feel like you're stuck in something. It could be family drama. You could want a love situation to get off the ground, but you have to deal with family shit. Or you could have a relationship and have a family with someone and need to work through that and work away from it, but you're in denial, not wanting to put the relationship where it needs to go, as far as like some people, even though you have kids, aren't meant to stay together. And some of you are in denial of the fact that if you don't put work into it, you're going to lose your family. But for a majority of you, I feel like you're in something, you're thinking of someone, you either don't think you have a chance, you don't think it's real, or you don't think the person is being real, but there's something like you want to. If you knew it was real, if you really thought it was something, I feel like you would go after it, but you just don't have that. So you're kind of like staying in your comfort zone. You're ignoring these pulls from Spirit to go towards something, maybe create a family with someone, settle down. You could be getting cold feet and running from the situation, but you're not happy in this denial. You're not happy away from whatever this is that you're feeling pulled to, because you're stuck in something else. You're restricted from what you actually want. Or you're not happy with your family situation. Everybody's kind of in denial about the family breaking up, and like you're really restricted on who you can talk to and where you can go, because everybody's just kind of fighting. Take what resonates to you. It could be both, or one story could be your thing. Let me see if I can get a little bit more clarity. So for the family stuff, tell me more about that. Is that like a spouse, or is this like siblings and parents? Like, what kind of family stuff we got going on here? Epiphany, higher self. So for some of you, this is about like a love relationship. maybe you kind of just been focusing on work, or you kind of let things fall apart, but you still see a purpose in this relationship. Like, some of you are like, uh-oh, I've been slipping up, I'm losing this person, I need to do something. Or, uh-oh, this person's been slipping up, they're losing me, should I say something? And for most of you, with this boredom and bravado and intuition and despair and truth, this is somebody you're thinking about. Like, this is not the person you're with. This is like you have a secret crush, the epiphany of it's more than a crush. I feel like I have a purpose with this person. I'm very bored in my relationship. I'm not fulfilled. I want to do something about it. Like, I want to be able to say, hey, I'm bored. Hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. I keep thinking about this person. I want to tell them my truth. I want to tell the person I'm with my truth. Like, I feel like you're kind of sick of wearing two hats. Your intuition is telling you that you should go towards this mysterious person that you're keeping from yourself, but you're in despair because I feel like some of you do have, like, yeah, you got to face things to get to that person. So you got to face, like, either a current spouse and tell them the truth that you want to get out of it, or a current partner, or you need to face, like, relationship traumas from your past, or your family is beefing and you need to figure that stuff out because you can't bring in somebody you love when a family is, you know. But you do see someone as a gift. We got some judgment going on. Psychic awareness. Okay, somebody with a physical gift you could be attracted to, or you're just getting advice from psychics, or you are a psychic yourself and that's what's pulling you. Like, your gifts are like making you see the truth that you're in a toxic relationship. Like, you're inspecting the relationship you're bored in, and why you're kind of looking at, is the grass greener on the other side? You're exhausted because you're denying something that you want, even if it's like a fantasy and it's not like an actual person in your mind. You're just picturing yourself single. That feels so good compared to what you're in. You're exhausted and faking it. Faking a family that you want to put to rest, or you want the competition within your family members to be put to rest. Maybe they're fighting with your lover and you're exhausted. Maybe you're being forced to pick between your lover and your family, and it's not fair to you, and there's always that tug of war. Like, you're always depriving one or the other, or they're putting you in the middle, and you just want a new cycle. You want to get off this fighting with the family members and stuff that you're bored with. Like, you want to go towards what makes you happy. You want a victory here, but I think you know it's going to take some losses. Or maybe you had to leave someone behind to deal with some shit, and you just can't stop loving this person, and you're feeling unfulfilled, and you want to come back and get that person. For some of you, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a collective reading. One more deck and we'll end it there. But let's see. We got the Oracle Tarot. See if we can get this a little neater. What goes on currently with my viewer? My viewers. Reflection. You're looking at something, trying to find the answers. You could be like stalking. Blessed Love Life is popping. I feel like it's going to come out. Like, you're either evaluating a love situation you're currently in. Can I make this work? Is this the blessed union? Or is something over here a blessed union? Weighing your options, reflecting on how things have been going on, reflecting about what you want, how far you've come. Getting your ducks in a row as far as your feelings. The Sun. Ooh, awards. Coming. Yeah. For some of you, like, you see someone as the light of your life, and if this is the person you're currently with, I don't feel like things are good. You could be fighting, beefing, living apart, or you're just physically separate from the person or the thing that you want. I think you're partying a little bit, indulging in things to forget about this person. Doesn't have to be super bad, but it's like, I kind of get, you're trying to drink the thought away of this person, or drink or you're just like getting lost in your happiness. Could be remembering the time when, like, the relationship was really good and you couldn't keep your hands off each other, and maybe where it all went wrong. Or you could be having a lot of sexual thoughts and feelings about someone else that you're not involved with. Let me clarify. What is the sun about? Could be dealing with a Leo, the moon, or a Pisces. So yeah, you're desiring this happy, bubbly, bright being that you're connected to in a love space. You're very pulled to someone. I don't know if it's a current lover. This is what I'm getting tripped up on. Is this a family member? Is this a current lover? Is this somebody you're crushing on? I feel like you put that shoe where it fits. I'm just going to say in general, you've been thinking about it, reflecting on it, how you're going to do this, how, if you want it, but this thing makes you happy. This person thing makes you happy. You want it. You're craving it, but you don't know. You don't see how that would work. You're in denial. Maybe you don't know that this person, what this person feels, or you feel maybe they're a little bit out of your league. You dream about them all the time. You want to have fun with them. You feel like a life with them would be, to me, this is like, I just want to party and have fun and have that good life, come home to someone, get lost in love even. What else do we know? Talk to me about this situation, Spirit. Bondage. You're stuck in something, though. There's something that's keeping you, sorry, my stomach keeps growling. I'm mighty hungry. Just started cleaning and doing my laundry and got into readings, and I forgot dinner. I'll eat after. But, ooh, cash flow. Also talks about number 2. I feel like some of you need to work on finances to get unstuck from something, and that's literally keeping you from your happiness. Like divorce, breaking of assets, or you just don't physically have enough money. Maybe they live far away. Maybe you need to, move out by yourself. But there's something to do with either self-worth, like you don't feel like you have enough and you're stuck in that lack mentality, or you're literally stuck in something because of money, because of responsibility, that's keeping you from what you really want here. What's this bondage about, Spirit? Challenges, problems. Yeah, this could be like an ex that just don't want to let you go, or you're denying that you need to change, like make the change. Like maybe you haven't spoke your truth to someone that you need to get out of a relationship, or you're not in love anymore. This could be you fighting yourself. Like, I know I don't want to be in this relationship. I want to be over here. I want to change it. I want to change my life and go in a new direction. Whether you're staying or going, you want to change. But there's something in the way here. Whether that be yourself or another person, money issues, just people not wanting to see you have success. But you do have some opportunity coming to make that money, to get out of the situation. I think you're creating opportunities that is going to help you change, even if you have to do it low-key in a sneaky way to get out of whatever these challenge, problems, bondages. You're doing that. I do feel like you feel a little bit scared that your sun down here is going to, go down on you while you're trying to deal with all this shit. Is the sun setting? Am I losing this person? I kind of feel those vibes a little bit. Yeah, balance restored, resolution. Okay, so for those of you in a partnership and choosing to stay and bringing the love back, I do see you salvaging this. But at the same time, majority of you, I do see you coming to that end of the bondage your challenge is ending, that closeout of the relationship you don't want in an amicable way, because they're shaking hands. It wanted to fall like this, and I kind of feel like that's where you're at now for majority of you. If you're getting out of something, they're like not making it easy. They could still be in the hurt phase. They could be like a vindictive person, but to me, this is Spirit saying, like, you're going to do what you need to do. You're going to work your way out of that stuck situation. Tell me more about this love situation that you're denying yourself. Again, remember, it could be love of a job. It doesn't have to be a person. It's just something you're loving on. Follow your dreams. So you've been dreaming about this person. This could be you saying goodbye to love and just focusing on your career. Or this is saying goodbye to a lover and following a crush. Or just being single and loving yourself. Ego, eternal politics. This is an ego death for you. I think you're learning a lot of lessons in this time, but this might be an ego death for this, whatever's keeping you stuck, or whatever person you don't want to be attached to. I think they need to have an ego death for this. That could be what they're working towards, but I feel like your luck's going to change if you've been dealing with someone with a big ego, egotistical jerk. If they're the one keeping you in a bondage, I feel like that's ending soon. But I think, to me, this is like a wake-up call. Recovery and retreat. So, although you want to follow your dreams, you do want to get out of something. You could be pulling away and just keeping to yourself, getting yourself out of your shit, getting all these challenges and blocks out of the way so you can move towards and follow your dream. But I do feel like you have some fear here, some anxiety, some need to recover from something toxic. Again, I don't know if that's a lover or like family or co-worker. They're really not clarifying on the relationship, but I don't think that what relationship, I don't think matters. I think the point is you're unhappy in something, you want out to go to something else, and I do see that ending soon for you. Any closing message for the collective? There's things you don't yet know that you need to learn, and I feel like you're going to continue to desire this thing that you're denying yourself, and the more you deny it, the stronger it's going to get anyway. So it's like beating a dead horse, Spirit is saying. We have taking a stand. Yeah, I do see you speaking your truth. Enough. I'm going. There's nothing you can do to hold me here. I'm going. Whatever that is to you, that's you taking that stand. Like, you are not going to stop me from my emperor, my empress, my new start. The love that I choose to be with. Somebody I want to have a family with. Or I'm taking a stand. You're not going, I'm not going to be in the middle between my family and a lover anymore. And like I said in the very beginning, some of you are going to end up having that baby. Getting preggers. They brought that full circle for you. Anything else? Closing messages. Put down your burden. You got to speak your truth. That's where it starts. You got to walk away from the thing that you've been trying to dead. No more excuses. No more living in denial. Nothing is going to happen until you walk away, until you speak your truth. And I do see you doing that in the near future, and it's going to propel you in this new cycle towards new work partnerships, new love partnerships, and a better balanced life. But that's all starting from you speaking your truth and really stepping out of that denial and deciding to live the life of authenticity and not a lie, even if it's just a lie to yourself. Because when you stay with someone and you're not in love and you're not happy, you're really just lying to yourself. The rest of the world don't matter. You're lying to yourself. And the longer you do that, the more you deny yourself true happiness. And how long you stay in that mode is up to you. I stayed in that mode for a long time, so I'm not judging you. I'm just trying to steer you away from making the same mistakes I did longer than necessary. I love you all. I hope it was helpful. If you like these pop-up readings, want more in the future, if it resonated, please give me a thumbs up below. If you like my vibe, my energy, please join our I gotta come up with like a cool name for our peeps. I'll think of something cool to call us. I just call you my ride or dies. That's cool, right? But I want to come up with something like a fish and special. Official. Fish is my short version of that. Anyway, I'm mumbling. I'll see you all next time. I need to go to bed now. Bye, guys. Love you.